Hello and welcome to the Breast Cancer Research Centre of WA Roma Cup edition of the box seat for the 15th of May 2021. Conditions are overcast on the weekend, but hopefully no rain. The track should be a good 4, improving throughout the week, and the rail is at 3 metres the entire way. Race number 1 is the TABtouch Westspeed Platinum Handicap. We're going to go back and watch the Westspeed Platinum Autumn Series final, worth $100,000, and the second place effort of Pink and Grey.
Outside from Morgs Freeman into the home straight requisition and Image Keeper come together from Due West on the rails. Samambo gets through down the outside. Pink and Grey also finishing strongly across the track. 100 to go. Samambo, Pink and Grey. Prize Nemesis is charging down the outside. Pink and Grey. Prize Nemesis. Prize Nemesis. Prize Nemesis has bloused.
Came charging right down the outside for a horse that normally races up on speed. I thought the effort of Pink and Grey was excellent, and for that reason he probably goes around favourite or second favourite behind Playing Red in what is a pretty thin 58 plus race. He has 60 kilos to carry, but he definitely gets his opportunity here, as do a number of others. I'm actually going to go with a Class 1 mare, a mare that's won 1 from 30 odd races, so she definitely doesn't win out of turn, but she seems to go really well for Mitchell Pateman. She seems to really appreciate an inside draw where she can be held up until the top of the corner, pinch runs through them, zigzag, and then do her best in the last 100, 150. You know, if you're tipping a mare that's won 1 out of 30, you need an each way quote, but we're going to get it here. I'm tipping number 4, Misquoted. I thought her effort 2 starts ago when she ran straight past Pink and Grey was very good. She also ran past Image Keeper in the race behind Image Keeper. She also ran straight past Due West in that run 2 starts ago. So that form really should measure up here. Each way in race number 1, number 4. From 7, Playing Red, who went very close first up, but it wasn't a rain-affected track, and she is a noted wet tracker herself. Number 1, Pink and Grey, who should sit close handy to the speed from the good draw. And number 5, Boss Snip, an on-speed mare, but I find her hard to catch. My numbers in race number 1, 4, 7, 1 and 5. Race number 2, Amelia Park Plate at 1400 metres for the juveniles. We're going to go to the opening meeting at Northam and watch the gritty all-the-way victory of Rommel's Command.
No Fortune, followed behind them Witch's Cauldron. Tibetan Black comes to the outside. They go past the 375 though. Jiggy on 3, Rommel's Command. Still going toe-to-toe with the run coming for Hydroplane on the inside. Roch Legacy behind them is just battling. Jiggy on 3 had grabbed the lead from Rommel's Command. Rommel's Command tries to lift on the outside, down the extreme outside. Benji's is finishing powerfully, so's Roch Legacy. Gee, there's a dynamite finish. 4 of them are...
There were a number of times in the home straight that I thought Rommel's Command was under severe sufferance. I thought he was in a lot of trouble going around as a well-supported favourite at that meeting. But, bless his little socks, he just kept finding, he just kept digging, and he got the job done under Chris Parnham. He comes into a Saturday 1400 metre race and he probably finds the front again under Mitchell Pateman. You can see there from the replay, the horse holds his head high, he doesn't quite know what's going on, and every time the horses on his outside challenged him, he found another gear, and he was actually running away from them again after the post. I think he has a fair future, this horse, but he probably hasn't put it all together yet, and he runs into a couple of pretty sharp types here, so I just pushed him down the order slightly, but he is still a winning chance, Rommel's Command. I went up the top with Ain't No Other Man, who comes from a white-hot form reference race. Flying Missile, Ultimate Commander, Strape. They ran 1, 2, 3, he ran 4th. Well, those 3, all a fortnight later, ran 1, 2, 3 again, so you can't ask for more than that in a form reference. Up to 1400, down 2 kilos, drawn a gate, and by the time the market settled down, he probably goes around on the plus side of $4. Number 1 on top, Ain't No Other Man. From number 3 in Cold Shizzle, was really impressed with the way that this galloper chased Ponyo on debut. As did number 6 in Bazoom. She looks like she's screaming out for 1400, but she is drawn to probably settle almost last. And then our replay horse, number 2, Rommel's Command, who will find the front and should be there for a long way. My numbers in race number 2, 1, 3, 2 and 6. Race number 3, the Crown Perth Handicap at 1400 metres. We're going to watch the maiden victory of Billy Ray.
Straight at the 300, Captain Burglar snuck clear 2 lengths. Blankenberge, Pure Magnus home in 5. Sassy Trader plugging away. Billy Ray is starting to run on from Lone Hand Larry, and Holy Ghost also making ground. Captain Burglar passing the 100. Here's Billy Ray on the outside with Lone Hand Larry. They're both coming. What a finish coming up. Head bobber Billy Ray. Billy Ray just...
Very rarely do you see maiden horses break their duck in a Saturday 60-plus graduation, but that's exactly what Billy Ray did. He settled back under Chris Parnham. He came to the outside. He got the job done nicely. Now, there has to be some level of question mark over the quality of the form. We saw Lone Hand Larry on Wednesday go under. There is obviously a school of thought that Lone Hand Larry simply didn't handle the track conditions on Wednesday, so maybe it's not really a form reference of any kind. But we know Billy Ray from the wide gate will settle close enough to last. He'll also probably go around favourite, being ridden by William Pike and donning the cerise and white. So I thought here we got a great opportunity to bet around him, and I'm pretty keen here on the chances of number 1, a fellow 3-year-old in Sun Sun. This horse went around on a heavy 8 at his most recent. He did all the work outside the leader. He cut back to the inside when they turned for home. He was wrong place, wrong time. 1400 more suitable, a good 4 more suitable. I'm pretty keen on his chances here to beat Billy Ray, number 1 in Sun Sun. I actually think the danger here comes from Minnie Winnie reuniting with Mitchell Pateman, drawing a nice gate. If he could reproduce his run behind Billy Ain't Silly, then for me, he's the danger, number 5. Number 9, Billy Ray himself, and then number 2 in So War, who was very good last start after getting shuffled a long way back in running. My numbers in race number 3, 1, 5, 9 and 2. Race number 4, 2021 Australian Racing Hall of Fame inductees handicap. We go back 7 days ago, watched the gritty victory of Bruce Almighty and the flashing 3rd placing of War God.
Into the straight at the 300, Billy Ain't Silly. He led by 2. On the outside, Bruce Almighty, battling Creator. Tin Snip can't pick up, though, as Romilly goes to work inside the 200. Billy Ain't Silly is the leader. Bruce Almighty, he's starting to cut the margin down. On the outside, Bruce Almighty goes to Billy Ain't Silly. Billy Ain't Silly, Bruce Almighty. They'll hit the line, bob of the heads. Tight go.
Pretty hard to argue that Bruce Almighty isn't in career best form. In fact, the Bruce Almighty of 6 months ago simply would have run a very credible and a very honest second behind Billy Ain't Silly. But the current Bruce Almighty has gone to a new level. That was a really strong victory there. 3 wide with cover, 4 wide into the corner, and really, he had to concede weight to Billy Ain't Silly, and he still beat him. It was a monumental effort from Bruce Almighty. He goes well off the 7 days, is a definite top 3, top 4 chance, as is the stablemate War God from that same replay. I'm going to tip with the on-speed horse here, and that's Funny As. He comes out running, he probably settles outside of Saucy Jack. From there, the pair of them control the tempo. They both like to roll, they both like to run, so they're going to get along at a really good clip here, and I thought his effort behind Come Play With Me, behind Trap for Fools, and behind Maricino in the Diggers Cup was excellent. Comes back to a mile here. Number 1 for me, that's Funny As. Number 7, War God. Number 6, Bruce Almighty, the pair of horses from our replay. As well as number 5, the improving Mrs. Brown's Boy. And this horse did win 6th up last campaign, and maybe it's time for him to reach his peak. My numbers in race number 4, 1, 7, 6 and 5. Race number 5, world-class breast cancer research handicap. This race is for the 3-year-olds over 1,100 metres. No doubt, Graceful Girl's going to go around favourite, so I thought, let's watch her recent trial win.
Grace, and to the outside is Graceful Girl starting to run on, and back on the inside is Saving Memphis. Here's Real Grace putting in a burst down the outside, is coming after the leader Queen of Soul. Queen of Soul, Real Grace, and Graceful Girl is down the outside with a really good run. Here's Graceful Girl coming after the leader Queen of Soul, and Real Grace under the whip, but it's Graceful Girl going home strongly to Real Grace. Graceful Girl beat Real Grace, and Queen of Soul.
A filly by Niconi out of Avenida Madeiro. We know this family oh so well. We see the half-brother later on in Long Beach, and we know that the full brother in State Solicitor probably one year should have gone awfully close to winning a Winterbottom Stakes. So there is high expectations on Graceful Girl, and watching that replay in the recent trial, she looks to have come back very well. She was beaten as a short price favourite on debut. She was beaten as an even shorter priced favourite at her second start. But then to finish the campaign, she went bang bang. Something seemed to click in her mind. She switched on to racing. She showed an electric turn of acceleration. And in that trial, she looks like she's come back bigger and better. No doubt she's the one to beat here, but I just thought that maybe this not stablemate anymore, but the same colours, the Cerise and White in Mystical View, might just get under the guard of a few here, and this filly might get out to near enough to double figures by the time that they jump. She won on debut, she won her second race. She then ran second in a Belgravia Stakes. So she's undeniably talented, this filly, and I thought her two recent trials, when fairly well untouched in either of them, were highly impressive. With the claim of Lucky Rumley, she gets in well weighted, and I thought here she might cause the minor Cerise and White boil over. I went for a little bit of value in race 5 with number 3, Mystical View. Number 8, Graceful Girl, our replay filly, no doubt she's hard to beat. And then I went with 2 horses from the exact same form reference, and that's behind Acromantula and Vedette de Star. I speak of number 9, Miss Lavinia, and number 2, Queen Brown. My numbers in race number 5, 3, 8, 2 and 9. Race number 6, Something Pink Kalgoorlie Handicap, a flying 1,000 metre race. Well, it's 3 in a line that we've seen from Pansdown. This was him 7 days ago. Can he make it? 4 from 4? We'll find out.
The top of the straight to the outside of Polo, then came Horizon, My Blue Boy, Drink What You Like, Nurse, but now called upon. They went to the 250 City Circle, got off its back. Pansdown's getting a Dream Rails run. Drink What You Like, Pansdown, comes a time Jag the Joker, Pansdown flying up on the rail. Pansdown's going to win it. It's a hat-trick.
Interesting enough, the 3 victories of Pansdown this campaign, he's got back, he's found trouble, and he's been able to find gaps late in all 3 of them. First up, he sat back, he took the cutaway in a 5-horse field. Second up, he was knocked around in the middle stages. He ended up 3 back the fence, shot up along the inside. 7 days ago, he was slowly away, settled 3 back the fence, got along the inside. He's drawn another gate here where he's probably going to end up in an identical position. 3 back the fence chasing. If the splits come for him again, there's no reason he can't win 4 from 4. But if the splits don't come for him and this race is dominated on speed, then I am pretty keen here on Acromantula, a fellow 3-year-old, but this one from the Dan and Ben Pearce yard. 4 career starts, 3 1,000-metre victories, 1,000-metre horse for a 1,000-metre race, a 3-year-old taking on the older horses, and on speed type, a tough horse that can do it at both ends. He ticks all the boxes for me, Acromantula. I think he's a bet here. Race number 6, I go 7, Acromantula. Number 4, Pansdown, pretty hard to win 3 in a line, pretty hard to win 4 in a line, but he is progressive and Simon Miller talks about him with great expectation. Number 2, Long Beach, first up, as well as number 5 in Silken Eyes. A pair of well-credentialed gallopers. We know them as genuine 72 plus types, but they're both drawn gates where they're likely to be back in the field and chasing this hot tempo set by Acromantula and of course the speedy mare We've Got Dreams. My numbers in race number 6, 7, 4, 2 and 5. Race number 7, Professor Arlene Chan Handicap, a 2,200 metre race for the stayers. And a lot of these horses come from the same replay. We're watching the victory of Come Right Back. And we also have in behind Black Shadow, we have Secret Pearl, we also have Maserati.
Shadow-headed Maserati as they balanced up behind them. Come Right Back, Lyle's Choice. It's starting to struggle. Down the outside, Secret Pearl has worked into the clear. Black Shadow, Maserati comes back. Come Right Back in the middle, driving at them. Secret Pearl the outside. Come Right Back hit the front. Come Right Back regains the lead and has got them.
Lots of different ways that this 2,200 metre race could unfold. These staying races in this type of grade are very tough to dissect. These races seem to throw up results from time to time, and a lot of these horses seem to put in a really good run, then a moderate run, then another really good run. But a horse who's ever consistent is Black Shadow from Jim Taylor's yard. Once he finds a little bit of form, he holds it. He's a horse that tends to go round each way quotes, and so from the draw, sitting in the first 4 and running, you know what you're going to get with Black Shadow. If he's somewhere between $5.50 and $6, well, he's a pretty safe each way bet no matter where he goes. At 2,200, he'll settle in the first half of the field, he'll loom as the winner at some stage, and hopefully it's his day on Saturday, number 3, should I say, in Black Shadow. Number 1, Come Right Back, the winner in replay, who was afforded every chance by Lucky Rumley and should be again here. He's lightly raced, he's progressive, and he looks like he can go right through the grades now. Number 2, Final Chill, who backs up off 7 days, drops out of a 78 plus Eurythmic Stakes back into a mere ratings race. It's good placement, and he is in really nice form. Number 7 next best, Secret Pearl. We saw her loom as the winner in that replay. She looks to have really started to hit her straps for Ricky Moss, and Chris Parnham picks up the ride on Saturday. My numbers in race number 7, 3, 1, 2 and 7. Race number 8 is the feature. Breast Cancer Research Centre of WA Roma Cup, a Group 3 1200 metre event where there are 10 horses rated 100 or higher. A pair of 99 raters as well. It is one of the best races that we've seen this season, including the Winterbottom Stakes. This is an absolute ripper. We're going to watch a lot of these horses go around in the recent Northam Stakes at 1100, which was taken out by Cup Night.
Road, followed further back by Great Shot. Free Trade Pike is trying to get the mare into open space. Flirtini, he's not getting a lot of luck for the time being at the 300. Money Matters had sprinted through in the middle, grabbed a slender lead from Caracapo. Unitime, Cup Night finishing brilliantly, and likewise Rock Magic right down the extreme outside, finishing powerfully. Money Matters, Cup Night, wide out, Rock Magic, Cup Night hits the lead. Cup Night's won it. Cup Night.
So many different runs to dissect there from the Northam Stakes. Paddy Carberry, 12 out of 10 for the winning ride on Cup Night. The effort down the outside of the old rock star Rock Magic, hard to deny how well he's going. I liked the run 3 wide with cover of Massimo, but then you also have in that field Free Trade, Flirtini, Caracapo. There's so many. Money Matters. You can reel off a list of horses that are all in this race. How do you dissect it? How do you go about it? There's so many question marks here. We have Windstorm resuming. We have Elite Street back at the races, back here in WA. This is an absolute cracking race, so I thought I'd go hunting for a little bit of value, a little bit of something different that others might not find, and I came up with Massimo from that replay. He sat worse than midfield, 3 wide with cover, not really his go. He's drawn a much better gate here in a race where there's lots of speed in different parts of the line. And I'm just confident that Clint Johnston Porter will have him in the first 3 or 4 in running, just getting the right run, and if the splits come for him, or they somehow leave him alone in front, he might well be able to run a cheeky race here, and you know with the depth and the quality of this field that he's going to go around a double-figure quote. A lot of his main rivals are drawn awkwardly, so for me, I'm going with a bit of a blowout in the Roma Cup of 2021. I'm tipping number 7 in Massimo. 15 Flirtini, who has the blinkers on. You could see in the replay there William Pike looking for runs for most of the home straight. She may have been a shade better than she was on paper, but still, as a $2.60 favourite, she was disappointing to the eye. Number 3, Elite Street, the winner of last year's Winterbottom Stakes. If he reproduces a run like he did that day, he'll take a stack of beating. Number 6 next best in Cup Night. I just don't know where this horse gets to. Going to have to drag a long way back from the draw, but Patrick Carberry, fingers crossed, gets the right runs. My numbers in the feature, Breast Cancer Research Centre of WA, Roma Cup of 2021, 7, 15, 3 and 6. Race number 9, Key Clean Handicap, 1200 metres. We're going to watch the second placing effort of Nero Dio.
Sun nursed into the home straight, led the way, led by a length and a half, got away from Captain Kink, Riverbow, Miss Conteki trying to thread her way through. Nero Dio, this will test you there, coming down the outside. Miss Conteki got the split though, hit the front. Nero Dio's on the outside, they beat off Gemma's Son. Miss Conteki wins again. Miss Conteki,
Hard not to like that second placing of Nero Dio when you consider the horses that were in and amongst his placing there. The winner, Miss Kentucky, well, she made it 3 or 4 in a line. She's on the freshen up, headed to the Belmont Park Winter Features. The 3rd horse there, Gemma's Son, the 4th horse in Riverbow, they're very good, top quality sprinters. This horse here, Nero Dio, can sit 1 out, 2 back from the draw, midfield with cover, and I'm pretty confident he goes awfully close to winning the last race at the Ascot season. Number 1, Nero Dio. Number 4, Moshard, who actually beat him home first up. If you have a liking for Nero Dio, you naturally have a liking for Moshard. Number 7, Naughty by Nature, a mare who trialled the house down recently at Lark Hill. Number 5, Captain Kink, who comes out running from a wide draw. My numbers in race number 9, 1, 4, 7 and 5. Best bets on the box seat for the final Ascot program of the year. Race 6, number 7, Acromantula. Race 9, number 1, Nero Dio. Roma Cup meeting on the weekend. It's to the Breast Cancer Research Centre of WA Day. It's Italian Day, and all your tickets and information at perthracing.com.au.